Hi, I'm Tonya Fancher. My pronouns are she and her. I am the director of the Center for a Diverse Healthcare Workforce and the interim associate dean of the Office of Student and Resident Diversity. I'm really happy to tell you a little bit about the Office of Student and Resident Diversity. We think of this place as your home here within the UC Davis community. Our mission, of course, is to serve the program directors as well as the medical school, but really our biggest mission is you. We're here to help you, new physicians, to help UC Davis physicians in training and the students who visit us, and of course the future generation of physicians who will continue to help us to diversify the physician workforce. Although I'm very happy you're going to meet a couple of our superstars in the office today, there are some others that I'd like to tell you about that you will probably see in the hospitals or in the clinics. First, there's Dr. Jose Morfin. He's a nephrologist here. He's been with the office for several years and runs our consortium of post-bac programs. You may also meet Dr. Olivia Campa. She's a general internist here. She runs our UC Davis post-bac program and is an incredible resource for you. You'll get to meet Dr. Laura Kester. She's an adolescent medicine physician here, one of the associate program directors in the Department of Pediatrics, and has taught us so much about what it means to be an inclusive and open physician. We also have an incredible staff here on the 4th floor of the education building. We are here to build community with you, and to paraphrase Bill Withers, we're here to share your load, so just call us.
I'm Dr. Jorge García. I use he, his pronouns. I'm a faculty member in the Department of Internal Medicine and a faculty leader in the Office of Student and Resident Diversity. I see the Office of Student and Resident Diversity as a nexus of inclusion. And so it's really about making connections, powerful connections where we are all linked, be they pre-health students, medical students, residents, faculty members, staff. We all come together to do the very, very important work of inclusion, because it's work that not one person can do. It takes a community, and an authentic community at that.
My name is Shea Hazarian. I use she, her pronouns, and I am the program coordinator for medical students and residents in the Office of Student and Resident Diversity at the UC Davis School of Medicine. When residency applicants come to UC Davis for their interviews or to really just see the culture at UC Davis, we think it's really important for those residency departments to really show our values, which are serving the underserved, diversifying the healthcare workforce, and supporting our residents who are often on the front lines doing that work. So we create personalized second looks with multiple residency programs, and these include getting to know the faculty in that department, getting to know us in the Office of Student and Resident Diversity, and the resources available to residents. But we also think it's really important that residents come in with the knowledge that UC Davis cares about its underserved communities, and we're committed to reducing health disparities and serving the greater Sacramento community, regardless of race, class, ability to pay, gender identity, sexual orientation, abilities, disabilities, and so on. Residency programs come in varying sizes. So we have some very large programs where it's easier for residents to find mentorship and collaboration and peer support from other residents. And then there are other programs that are very small. There may be 3 or 4 residents in the program entirely. And in those cases, it's very common to be the only Black resident, the only resident who's a member of the LGBT community, the only female resident. And we want to make sure that those residents are getting the support that they need, whether it's addressing microaggressions in the clinical environment, whether it's connecting them to faculty who can mentor them. We know that Residency is a really critical time to do research and to engage with the communities that they're working with. One of the ways we support residents in that is funding support for conferences related to health equity, diversity, and inclusion. We want to bridge the gap in funding so that the goals of reducing health disparities and supporting our underserved communities are really funded. We want to really put the money where our mouth is. We want our faculty and our healthcare providers to reflect the rich diversity of California. And what we've seen how to do that is to make sure that our residents from underserved backgrounds get the mentorship they need. Many residents are the first in their families or in their communities to become a doctor, and they have had so much mentorship to get to this point. And we want to make sure that that mentorship continues if they're interested in a fellowship or a faculty position here at UC Davis or anywhere else. We want to make sure that those residents get the research, the publications, the clinical experience, and to be able to understand what they need to do to become faculty and to be a good candidate for faculty. We know that residents want to support the people who come behind them, and that's the medical students, the allied health professional students, the undergrad and high school students. So through our own programs in the Office of Student and Resident Diversity, we have looped in residents to teach cardiology to a group of high school students. We have had residents talk to medical students about the residency application process and how to navigate the residency interview trail. This work is also really important for residents as they grow into leadership positions. I can't think of a better person to be on our faculty than someone who is a leader in our community and who fights for our underserved communities. So we want to support those residents to get to that place.
Hi, my name is Joseph Kim. I'm a third year in the Internal Medicine and Psychiatry program at UC Davis. I've been at UC Davis now for almost 8 years. I've been here since a medical student and decided to come here as a resident because UC Davis felt like home. It felt like a place where they accepted me for who I was, and it really allowed me to become the person that I am today. The medical school did a fantastic job of really encouraging diversity, equity, and inclusion. And the residency programs also were trying and attempting to do that, but I felt like there was no formalized process and for residents to be involved in a diversity, equity, and inclusion standpoint. And so the RMSC decided to create this role of diversity, equity, and inclusion chair because it was incredibly important to all of us to recognize the individuals from all the different communities to be represented and have a voice here at UC Davis and to engage with our community that also come from all those various backgrounds. OSRD has actually been incredibly impactful for me throughout my entire tenure here at UC Davis. Starting as a medical student, it became apparent to me and all my colleagues that it was a place where we can come anytime, whether we were happy, whether we were struggling, whether we were frustrated, whether we were, bursting for joy. It didn't matter what the emotion was, they were ready to accept us and find us anytime that we needed. And so I pretty much daily came up to the OSRD office. Not so much now because I'm a resident, it's a little bit harder, but in general, I came up here almost every day to talk to anyone. We'd talk to Shea, we'd talk to Dr. Garcia, talk to Dr. Fancher, anyone in the OSRD office, and they were always welcoming and ready for me to talk about anything that I needed to. I personally recognize that we all come from various backgrounds, whether that's cultural or socioeconomic or age, gender, and the residency programs can be small or big, and either way, we can feel potentially isolated because of our differences. Sometimes we need more. Sometimes we need someone else to take care of us, and we need someone else to relate to, and I think OSRD is that bridge. OSRD's the people who can connect us to the people that make us feel safe and comfortable.